Welcome back to The Watch, and check it out. Both Oz and I are now rocking the Shadiversity hoodies.
Both? I have mine at home.
Yes.
Oh, what the hell?
Look at that!
Why did I put this on?
What do you think of the hoodies?
Honestly, it's pretty stylish.
Pretty stylish.
I liked it when I looked in the mirror.
Links in the description. They're available for a limited time. Only less than a month left now, I think. So grab them while you can. Okay, Oz, we need to talk more about The Acolyte.
Well, at least we don't have to watch it.
Well, not yet.
Not for another week.
Yes. Do you think it'll get better or worse?
I think
they've reached rock bottom, haven't they?
Well, that's the thing. You know, you can just burn through the stone using lamp oil, and there's more bottom beneath it.
More bottom beneath
it.
This is very true. It's very true. The response to episode 3 has been beautiful. Like, it seems like nearly everyone hates it except the desperate corporate money-grubbing access journalists.
No, I think they hate it too. They're just lying.
I think you're absolutely right. And that brings up a good old clip that is worth sharing once again. This, we should never forget this. This was reshared by Yellow Flash, and it's very timely because it might explain some of the reviews of The Acolyte. Because we take a look at Rotten Tomatoes, the registered reviewers, 86%, right? Like, what are they on? And so, the way Rotten Tomatoes works, I believe, is they can either give it a fresh or a rotten score. And 86% of reviewers gave it a fresh score. So this isn't like 86% out of 10 or anything.
Maybe they, mistook it. What they thought it was a fresh turd.
Fresh turd?
Yeah, which is worse than a dry turd.
But the average audience score, 18%. It was like 20% yesterday, and it just keeps going down and down.
Nice.
It's beautiful. In actual fact, I think it was Nerd Cookies who shared a comparison. She's like, oh no, it was Echo Chamberlain. She's lol. When it was on 20%, the Star Wars Holiday Special is at 20%. But now, it's even worse. Look, caveat, right? Rotten Tomatoes is trash. Okay, they have frozen and deleted people's reviews and stuff like that. Like when Captain Marvel first came out, they froze the score and it did not move from that.
Yeah.
And so it's a shill bought and paid for website, and they actively go in to manipulate the scores. It doesn't seem like they're manipulating this one too much because, the audience score is playing out about where I would put it, in actual fact, probably too high still.
Way high. 18%, that's above zero. Like, so many reviewers, like the official reviewers, they like it. Again, so let's go back to this clip that Yellow Flash shared, which is actually, I think, from a Nerdrotic video, which is worth remembering. So this is a reviewer, and just this, we need to remember, this is the mask off. They admit it. Ready? This is a reviewer speaking.
Everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball, occasionally has to, look the other way a little bit. Everybody has to do it.
Wait, returning what? Like a movie
in the sense that, I hated a movie, but I won't say that I hated the movie. Or an actor behaved a sort of way, and you don't want to, put it out there that happened.
Right, because you might not get the next review.
Right.
Next
So
gig.
to some degree, everybody in our industry that is a part of this quote unquote access media has to sort of decide which battles they want to pick.
They were just following orders.
You've never heard that one yet, have you?
I just assumed it.
Well, no, they admit it.
Yeah.
This is just a known fact now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know they lie about everything.
But they admit that they will, when they say play softball, literally saying they like something that they don't like to maintain access.
That is incredibly homophobic. Not all lesbians play softball, okay?
Well, in regards to Acolyte, I think there's an added layer on top of them shilling for it. Because if they criticize it,
they might be called homophobic because it has lesbians in it. Or they might be called racist because it has all the diversity. If you don't like it, you must be a racist, right?
Yeah.
It can't be a bad show and you just hate it for it being bad. No, if you dislike it, you have to be just a misogynistic bigot racist.
Yeah. But can you be those things ironically and just have fun with it?
I think people do lean into it and just tease them now to trigger people.
Who does this?
Who would do that? Shocking.
I don't know anyone.
But seriously, no. Like Ryan Kittle on FNT and Arcade Outpost, he's actually not racist at all, but he will make jokes and make fun of it and stuff like that because it triggers people. And he is, he just doesn't care.
I don't even know what racism is anymore.
Well, now it's become like insanity.
Yeah.
It's just something they throw, a label to throw at people to try and vilify them for any reason at all. And now they use it to throw at people if you don't like a show that has a diverse lead in it of some type, whether it's, race or anything, basically, or sex. If it's a woman lead, you must be a misogynist if you don't like it. And they've been using this playbook for ages. That was the defense for the Last Jedi. You just don't like women because everyone was criticizing Rey. And it's the most blatant bullcrap. Anyone with half a brain can see that it's just not true because the people saying, I don't like The Last Jedi, loved original Star Wars and loved Princess Leia, right? They love all these properties with female protagonists, but it's the disgusting, dishonest deflection that Disney and mainstream media have been doing for ages, and they've literally, they don't learn. They've been doing it again. They preempted this one with the Acolyte. Before the Acolyte came out, they said, get ready for the misogynist trolls, right? That's the only reason you don't like it. And then after it was released, there's been articles going out that there's nothing wrong with the Acolyte, the problem is the fans.
Yeah.
You saw that one?
We're not ruining Star Wars.
The fans are.
I'm sick of, you know what? I am absolutely sick of being accused of being a fan of Star Wars. I'm sick of it.
Sick of it?
How dare they?
How dare they label it? Well, so many people are just like, Star Wars is dead to me now. Now, Star Wars was dead to me at The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I have a video, my first and actual review of The Last Jedi, literally titled "Star Wars is Dead and The Last Jedi Killed It." It's on Shadiversity. That's when I did some of my media reviews on Shadiversity because I didn't have Night's Watch. Still there. I think that one got a good amount of views as well. It was either that one or my Last Jedi one that got 1 million views. Let me. That's worth checking, don't you think?
Yeah. I think you're right, by the way. How long? Oh, thank you.
Look at this. Look at. There's a T-Mo's thing, but this is probably getting
Look
cut.
at the thumbnails, guys. Oh. But how Star Wars was killed by The Last Jedi, and so this whole time they've been raping its corpse. How long can a corpse be raped? How brutally until it's just turned back into the dirt that you've exhumed it from?
Okay, so my Last Jedi, 778,000 views, but my Rise of Skywalker, 1.5 million views. Because it's trash. That's also when I was like, people kind of like my reviews where I go into the deep dives.
Maybe I should start a channel about
Maybe I should do a channel about this.
What did you say when you started game nights back then? Nothing political.
But you can't review media these days without calling out the political BS they're injecting into it.
Yep. I said politics is upon you whether you would risk it or not, Shad.
And game night became Night's Watch, and look at where we are.
Night's Watch became racist, and I'm kidding.
Night's Watch High at Oz.
Yep. I don't even know what I believe anymore.
So it's just par for the course. Again and again, the defenses for the Acolyte are just hilariously weak because everyone who's seeing it, when I say everyone, effectively everyone, it is the biggest dog crap ever. Clips being shared on Twitter. The big one, I gotta share this. This one is just, it's great, right? Nerdrotic shared
this scene, just laughing at it, right? And so,
oh yeah, the cult lesbian,
the power of one, the power of two, the power of many, cringe crap. It's like, it's so cringe, man. I mean, I think I was still trying to recover from a lot of the other crap that sometimes it just washes over you. But this, when you look at this closely, like, oh wow, this really is unbelievably bad. It's the dialogue. What does it actually mean? Because they already contradicted this themology, and then the way that they're saying it, it literally gives vibes of. Did you see that clip of feminists making music of them screaming, and they're just like, ah! And they try to make it, and it's the most ear-raping thing ever, right? That's the type of people who think, that's high art who was making this. I think it was Gundam that made that comparison. Or maybe it was Critical Drinker, but people are just rightfully roasting this, and it is hilarious to watch. Not only is it hilarious, Neurotic posts it, right? Guess who responds? Go have a look at the response.
Nice.
Elon Musk!
And Elon Musk is actually from the Star Wars galaxy. So.
He just responds laughing. And so that's pretty big. It's like the man himself in Gary's replies. Let's get him on FNT, baby.
Yep. Nice.
Oh, and so everyone, seemingly everyone, is just mocking it. It is a thing to be mocked. And only the unhinged activists, which don't care about story, they don't care about plot, they don't actually care about real Star Wars, they care about the message. And because it shares the message, it's the greatest thing ever. And that's the other side to the shill access media. They don't want to be called the bigots and everything. And so that's why they're giving these big, it's so great. But it just exposes them. That's why they have lost all credibility. No one trusts these shills. And they've admitted it, that they're the access media. They will softball Disney for the access, but also for fear of being labelled. And look, people try and throw the labels on you for just pointing out something being bad, or having the gall to say that if you're straight, you don't enjoy watching gay sex. In fact, you're turned off by it. You're repulsed by it. And we've seen that directly here on Night's Watch. People trying to label us all horrible things for just stating simple things of reality. That, most straight people, they're not gay, shockingly. And they're not into all the gay stuff.
Wait a minute. So most heterosexuals aren't homosexuals?
Yes, that's the unbelievable reality, but merely stating truth like that is enough to get you labelled a homophobe these days. But that's their playbook. They try and vilify and throw the labels and everything. It does nothing, it means nothing, because when people actually see those people who they're calling the names, it's like, oh, they're not really homophobes, they're not racist, they're just normal people calling out crap media for being crap, as we've been showing here.
How many ducks are geese?
None.
That's why we should chase the geese. Duck, duck, goose. Anyway. Look, these people, I just... Everything they throw at me, like if they call someone a racist, I immediately think that person must have said something truthful.
It's almost to that level. I'm not... Of course, real racists exist, and they're horrible.
Where are they? Not the elephant in the room, but like, where are they?
No, you come across some. For instance, many of the woke mob.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think all of them.
Oz, you want me to... You're asking where are the racists? Let me show you where the racists are.
4chan's an easy one. You can't just go to 4chan, okay?
Here is some of the real world racists in the world today. John De La Rosa points it out. They make a person of color lounge. So conventions are making person of color lounges where if you're a person of color, you're allowed in, but if you're white, you're excluded. Now, I mean, reverse it. Imagine if there was a whites-only lounge and the amount of insanity people would lose their mind. So, Oz, if you're wondering if they're racist in the world...
I have a feeling that this... Well, that's the thing, though. Like, how do you other ways around this? This is the exact same situation. There's no reverse here. That's literally what it is. It's segregation.
It's segregation. Unironic segregation. That's what the woke mob actually push. And so listen to this. This year we're adding a person of colour lounge as a space available to all person of colour attendees throughout the con to connect, relax, socialise. We are hosting this space in place of the person of colour dinner.
So they had a personal colour day, an event that we deeply value, but due to the presence of food placed an undue burden of risk of our person of colour attendees. In accordance with the public health policy, the personal colour lounge will be a masking required space, like all big bad con spaces. Big Bad Con spaces and events this year. So this is from the Big Bad Con convention.
And when did this happen?
I think this is actually pretty recently. This is
So not during COVID?
No, this is current year. I'm pretty sure John posted it. So but I think this is what the current convention for the Big Bad Con is doing.
What is the Big Bad Con?
A convention
For?
that I've never heard of.
Oh.
I don't know, something.
Must be bad.
Must be. It says it's bad.
Mustn't be that big.
Mustn't be that big. But the fact they're doing this, right? That is just blatant racism.
Wait a minute. The Big Bad Con? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
What's that acronym? BBC.
Stop.
No, but dude,
Stop.
they've also got a lounge.
Stop! I know. Stop, Oz. You're not going in. Don't do it, Oz.
There's too many layers there.
I know. So
Maybe it's one of those sorts of conferences.
I told you to stop us.
No, I mean like one of those adult conferences.
Yeah, I told you to. You're still going that way.
What?
We're changing lanes now. This is just turning.
I just don't
to
see
a
how
new
this can be
lane.
offensive. It might be an adult
I'm not
con.
saying currently, but I know. Well, look, moving lanes. Okay, actual segregation is happening, but guess what? They even had like people of color only screenings for Black Panther or something, didn't they?
I feel like every screening of Black Panther, you were an honorary black person if you went and saw Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
So no, there are actual racists in the world, but criticizing Star Wars for being dog crap is not racist, and you should never let. It's just like, no, you're the racist for race baiting people and trying to cause division. Like Disney are the actual racists.
What do you think the best race is? I think Formula One.
Formula One.
Yeah. Fastest.
Space race is pretty cool.
Yeah. But that lasted too long, man.
But no, we're still on it. Elon's sending us to Mars, man.
Yeah.
You saw the last Starship launch? It's inspiring stuff. It's crazy. So I think they managed to land the booster this time, or did it land in the ocean?
How many boosters?
But it only has one primary booster.
Okay.
But the Starship itself survived re-entry. The wing got burnt up heaps, but it survived, and they were able to control its trajectory, which is big stuff.
Nice.
Inspiring.
The
We're getting
space
off
race.
topic, but yeah. That's where we are. It's part of the course. Disney hasn't learned. They're going to continue to lose. It's just, if anyone thought that Star Wars had any level of life left in that dead corpse, this is the death knell for it. That people are just finally, okay, I'm done, and they're out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's over.
It is.
It's been over for a long time.
It is over. It is now merely a thing to be mocked, which we shall, because that's what we do. Stay on watch.